I had role models that was defining their versions of success, which became my version of what I thought I needed to do. So we left West Baltimore for like 4 years, and my mother was like, maybe we need to move you further out of the city and try to see if it gets better. Like, so we ended up in Brooklyn Park, in South Baltimore, and then they just got worse. They got worse. Like, I started going, I went out there, I started stealing cars. Like, them boys showed me how to steal cars. They showed me how to jump trains. We was getting stuff off train. Like, I was doing a bunch of like, oh, it's better out here. Like, this is it's a small group of us doing this out here. So it's like, oh, it ain't 1,000 of us trying to steal a car. Like, it's only like 6 of us. That's cool. So we was out there for 5 years. Then my mother, I grew up in a household, and I believe in being real transparent and always sharing my story. Because I feel like if I give you everything, ain't nothing for you to go dig for. Ain't nothing for you to twist or be like, well, you ain't say this or whatever. But growing up, I ran over Bill. I'm like, yo, what's your plan at the high? This is literally like minutes before I walk up to get a speech. I'm like, what's your plan at the high school, bro? This man looked at me with a straight face like, I got $500,000 in scholarships for the armed services, bro. I'm going to go serve the country. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to some type of military or something. I'm like, nope, not for me. Look to my other side, like my man. I'm like, yo, where you going for, what you doing at the school, bro, whatever. He like, I'm going to go hoop. I'm going to West Virginia. I'm going to do my thing. Like, I'm like, yeah, nah, not for me. Then I'm looking around. I'm like, damn. I don't think I want to go to college, bro. Pull my phone out, text my moms. Yeah, I'm gonna pass on them scholarships. I don't really got a plan yet, but let me figure this out. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna get this graduation speech. Can we put my phone down, bro? No lie. I get up, get a graduation speech, rocking everybody and crying like nothing that I ever thought would happen. Everybody crying. This is how I know that like whoever your higher power is, he hear you every time. They hear you every time. I get that speech. I had no plan what I was gonna do after that, bro. I didn't. I was ready to go punch it 9 to 5, working at Dick's, bro, and just making it happen. We graduated at Meriwether Post Pavilion. That's a nice lengthy walk from the stage to the back where you leave out. So I'm walking through this crowd of people. People are putting money in my pockets. People sticking checks in my pockets. People grabbing me, wanting to take pictures. They give me business cards. They like, yo, woo, woo, woo. I get to the top of the steps, bro. I probably had like $600 in cash, bro. Like just off people being moved by the joint. So I'm like, straight go to my mother like, okay, I just got all of this from walking up to like, I don't know. So my mother like, you ain't going to school. You better hold it. You better keep as much of that as you can. Like the next morning, still don't have.
The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. I said the harder you grind, the bigger you dream. I said you're up and I'm up. Y'all now tuned in to the Grind Hard Dream Big Show. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. I got a special guest in the building. Go ahead and introduce yourself to the people,
Hold on,
man.
time out, bro. No, time out. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm telling you.
I'm about to go run through a wall, bro.
Nah.
That's good, man. Coach Maxwell, Saquon. I don't know, bro. This one of God's voices, man. A vessel, new age role model. That's what my kids call me, new age role model, man. That's
sure.
I'm just here.
For sure. Nah, man. Honored to have you, man. So as far as your childhood coming up, like for the people that don't know, like, you know, where you were born, where you were raised.
I got right here.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. A lot of blessings, bro. A lot of blessings. You know what I'm saying? You know, the same old typical story. I grew up in West Baltimore, bro. Like, and my family was one of them ones in West Baltimore. Like, everybody, we all went to the same elementary school. Just went up the hill to the same middle school, and then it's just natural in Baltimore City. Like, you get spread out at high school, so you'll have all the friends or whatever. Then we got lottery schools in Baltimore, so you'll really get put anywhere in Baltimore City. But in my neighborhood, I grew up in West Baltimore, Santana, Winchester, Pennsylvania Avenue, some notorious blocks like throughout history and on the wrong side of history, right? I wouldn't even call it the wrong side. On the other side of history that people look at it like, oh, they was tripping, they made bad decisions, right? So we grew up Myrtle and Dolphin, like corner house, 700. That's where we lived my whole life. Like, that's what we knew. My aunt lived 2 doors up. That's all we knew. I only knew my mother, my 3 sisters, and my father was not even one of them things. I was like, it was like a figment of my imagination for real. So I had role models that was defining their versions of success, which became my version of what I thought I needed to do. So we left West Baltimore for like 4 years, and my mother was like, maybe we need to move you further out of the city and try to see if it gets better. Like, so we ended up in Brooklyn Park in South Baltimore, and then they just got worse. They got worse. Like, I started going, I went out there, I started stealing cars. Like, them boys showed me how to steal cars. They showed me how to jump trains. We was getting stuff off train. Like, I was doing a bunch of like, oh, it's better out here. Like, 'cause this is it's a small group of us doing this out here. So it's like, oh, it ain't 1,000 of us trying to steal a car. Like, it's only like 6 of us. That's cool. So we was out there for 5 years. Then my mother, I grew up in a household, and I believe in being real transparent and always sharing my story. Because I feel like if I give you everything, it ain't nothing for you to go dig for. Ain't nothing for you to twist or be like, oh, you ain't say this or whatever. But growing up, my dad, when we was in that stint of living in South Baltimore, he was real aggressive, real abusive towards my mom's for real. So I grew up always watching him treat my mother a way that I knew was wrong. Like, it was nice when my mom's like would be down in the kitchen crying. Like, my father then flipped the whole kitchen table because he ain't like something that was cooked for dinner. My dad then came and kidnapped me out of school, threw me out of moving cars, like all this shit. Like, he was like so far gone with like, he ain't want the rest of the world nowhere near me and my mom's, right? And I vividly remember one night, my grandmother, God rest her soul, man, she came to my house. It's probably like 12:30, 1 o'clock. I'm like 6 or 7, bro. My grandmother at the bottom of the steps, the biggest knife we had in our kitchen, bro. She telling me and my mother, and I remember my mother getting me out of the bed, like, you gotta be quiet, move fast. Mother already had bags packed for us and everything. My father in the room sleeping. My sister standing at the bottom of the steps. My sister and my grandmother standing at the bottom of the steps. My sister holding the door open. She got this big old 2x4. My grandmother got this older lady, big old kitchen knife. And at this time, I didn't get the magnitude of like, how we moving like this, right? We tiptoeing around on the second floor. We sneak out the house. We get out the door. We run to West Baltimore, my grandmother's house. Then when I started getting older, I started to see it. Like, I went to school probably 2 days after that. My father came because, bro, our neighborhood is just our neighborhood. If you from around, everybody know everybody. You know how that go.
Right.
So he came to school one day, and he like yanking on the side door to our classroom. My classroom had an outside door to the playground. This was because I was in like the first, somewhere in there for real. He yanked on the door outside. He walked in. He snatched me out of class, threw me in the car. Like, he always just riding around with me for probably an hour and some change. My mother and them going crazy looking for me, whatever. He fly past my grandmother's house, throws me out the van. My mother, like, this is when I started, like, at a young age, I started knowing, like, I want to put something in the world that make people feel good. Like, I only ever seen my people hurt. Like, my mother was a hard-working mother, 2 jobs. I always stayed least. Anything I did was decisions of mine. I didn't come from one of them houses that's, like, wasn't taken care of. We did struggle for sure. Lights was off, same uniforms, whatever. Like, we come from that. But my mom did everything in her power to make sure we ain't never feel like that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes Christmas wasn't on the 25th. It was on the 27th. You know what I'm saying? Like, or sometimes Christmas wasn't even in December. You know what I'm saying? We had to wait till the first of the year. But my mom's always made it a point of like, we ain't never got to look or feel like what we going through. That was always her thing. Like, when we barely had enough to feed people, she was letting me bring my friends in. Let me bring my friends in when we barely had enough to feed who we had. She'd make a move, or what we going to your grandma's house tonight? All right, cool, and bring my friend with me. Like, we eating at my grandma's house. That's how that was. Then we fast forward to middle school. I was going to school in East Baltimore, man, and if anybody know, East and West Baltimore's always been the thing. Like,
for
you
sure.
from over west, you stay over
over
west.
east.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you over east, you stay over
Yeah.
east. So that's where they go back to that going anywhere to high school. So at this point, we were in East Baltimore middle school. Let's start there. I'm in middle school. I'm going to Northeast Middle. Every day, bro, I was fighting going to school, like, just because I was from West Baltimore. Like, and they knew that. Like, I ain't have friends over there, nothing. And I wasn't going like that. Y'all not going to bully me. Y'all not going to none of that, bro. Like, because I already got real life trauma. At this point, I didn't know that, but, like, I was angry at the world, so I was looking for a reason, bro. So we there. Then that eventually turned, and I learned how to, like, really catch the bus throughout the city. So in the morning, I just dictated. I get on a bus, go all the way to my school, hop off, get on another bus, go back over west. Like, I'm over west at my old middle school, hanging, chilling the whole time. We moved back to Dolphin Street, bruh. The third day of 7th grade, bro. I was supposed to be in the 8th grade. My GPA was so low, I only got like a 0.6 from attendance. Wow. I went to no classes. I just was in school, bro. I was going to school. Bro, I was pulling up to school with $1,500 in my pocket in the 6th grade, 7th grade, in the stolen car with 4 of my friends. Like, you can't tell me nothing, bro. Like, that's how I felt at that. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing, bro. So fast forward, it's like the 3rd day of 7th or 8th grade, bro. No, it was 8th grade, yeah. We come to school, for whatever reason, the power was out in the school, bro. They had everybody in the cafeteria. We go to the cafeteria, me and the principal get into it. Boom, I get put out to school. They have a meeting with my moms. We come back probably like 3 hours later. We have a meeting, and it's people in the room. I done been suspended 1,000 times at this point, but this felt different. Like, I felt it. Like, I'm like, nah, this ain't no regular suspension. Like, this feel different. Like, I just felt the energy. We go in the room. It's the Baltimore City superintendent at the time, Dr. Alonzo, Rob McKnight. These are all big shots that's from the Board of Ed. And my boy, we sat down. He slid me a manila folder, and he was like, before you open that, I want you to know that, like, I have a suit for your funeral and your high school graduation. I don't know which one I'm going to wear first, but I got both ready. He told me that and then slid me the paper. I opened the manila folder. That joint said 45-day indefinite suspension from all Baltimore City schools and Baltimore City property. So at that point, I'm like, 45 days? Oh, I'm outside. But then my mother had to realize, like, she helped me come to reality, like, this means you can't go to no school. Like, 45 days is just the max that they can give you. Like, this means you out. Like, you're out. Like, my mom's like, I don't know what you think this rate be, but you're done. Like, you're done. Like, she kept telling me, and it wasn't really clicking for real until we went to this thing called juvenile court. And they was like, yeah, if you found on any distance within this school, mandatory 26 hours, juvenile justice, all this other shit. So that's when it's like, oh, y'all not playing. So then there was one teacher, Josh Michael, man. He was the only one that stayed in contact with me and my family. He was bringing through coolers of food when we ain't had no lights in there, like, but he was keeping everything between us. When he came, he was like, listen, we got one shot to get you in school, bro. That's an alternative program. You got to go. You got to keep your nose clean just for 8 weeks so we can get you to an actual school and graduate, right? So I'm like, man, whatever, because at this point, I'm probably like a month or two into being home, and now I'm like, yeah, this week. Everybody in school, bro. Like, even though I know they in school, not really in school.
Right.
They in school. Everybody's in one place.
Yeah, and you like, I need to be around that. I need to be around that. I need to get back to that.
So then I
mean?
started like naturally hanging with the older guys. But when he got me into the alternative school, I ended up back in East Baltimore. In the projects, I went to, it was Middle Alternative Program Learning Enhancement. It was called the Maple Program. And these was like, them kids, like, they was them kids. He like, yo, I went in there and was like, hold up, bro. This down there, like, juvenile, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, whole time I'm there, I'm making friends, like, but it's like it's to the point where we just connecting off a bunch of trauma. And I like, but it's like, I didn't know that at that time, but when I got older and I look back and every time I share this story, we was connecting because your father wasn't around. He went to school acting like this. He went to school because he ain't get enough attention at home, and he started punching on people at school, or he set the bathroom on fire. I'm in here wilding because I steal cars and go to school for like, can't nobody tell me nothing, like, because I ain't had that role model to tell me like, yo, it's a time and place for everything. This ain't that, right? So, I'm there. We ended up finishing that 8th grade year. I graduate that summer. I still couldn't legally go to no Baltimore City high schools, so I did the little. We had high school choice back in the day where you put down 5 or 6 schools that you wanted to go to, whatever, and then you sent your letter in, and then you see whatever schools you got to send it to. Nobody sent nothing back. Nobody sent back. We had one school sent back and was like, and our records, he technically can't be on Baltimore City School property, all this, right? My teacher says, he pulls up on me. And I tell people all the time, yo, these folders changed my life. Like, my teacher pulled up on me, another manila folder with a different opportunity. He like, yo, it's a little crazy, but how would you like to move to Howard County with me and my family? I like my mother, like, nah, I don't know nothing about no Columbia. I don't know nothing about no Howard County. I barely know you, bro. Like, we ain't gonna do that. We take the folder, it's on the table, it's getting ashed on, people breaking up on, whatever you doing, the folder is there for like the whole summer, right? So I tell my cousin, I'm like, yo, the teacher said I could move to Howard County, bro, Columbia, whatever. And word to my cousin's exact words was, you don't go out there, bro. They try to make you a slave, bro. You gonna wake up one day and be doing everything for them, bro. Like, then you ain't gonna never see us again. He started tripping about it, right? So that's one perspective I got in my head. Then on the other side, I got homeboys like, that's like, yo, go. Take that chance. Because they know him as being a teacher in school. So they like, yo, take that chance, bro. Like, see what he got. Like, go for it. So I started playing lacrosse with him. When he'd come and get us, he was coming in town. He was picking up like 6 hours. He had his mom's, him, and his sister. Like 5, 6 in the morning, bro. He making rounds through West Baltimore, picking us up, lacrosse equipment, everything, bro. We get out there, I start to feel the air out here. I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. It's cool, but we all still foreign to this, right? Then the end of that summer, our first year paddle cross for him, end of that summer, we had like 3 weeks before we were supposed to go to school, whatever. Well, like probably like a month. My God called me, my best friend Razor called. He like, yo, I'm about to pull up on you, chop it up, whatever. And we was both like, we was two kids that was really outside. We shouldn't have been outside as much as we was, bro. No bullshit, like, yeah, we shouldn't have been
being
doing,
a kid, you be like, oh yeah.
He's like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
but it's
sure.
like now I'm 27 and I hate the clubs. I hate going outside. I hate loud events. I was doing that at 14 and 13.
Got
right?
you.
So my boy called me. He like, yo, I'm about to come around. Woo, I'm gonna crash at your spot tonight, whatever. All right, cool, whatever, bro. Some time go past. I think nothing of it. I hear a lot of police activity outside. I pop outside. Lady next door, she used to sell a candy, whatever. She crying, like she historical, like she crying, like boo-hooing. Then when I'm like, what's going on? She turn around and look at me. It's like, oh, God. And she grabbed me. She's like, baby, I thought it was you up there laying in the alley. They said it was a young boy, woo, woo. Then everything started clicking. I'm like, where my man's at? I go run up the alley. My God. Yeah, lifeless in the alley, man. They hit my boy about 13, 14 times, bro, on some whole other, yeah. And at that moment, I called my teacher. It's probably like 12:30, 1 o'clock at night, bro. I called my teacher. I'm like, listen, I'm ready to go. How can we make this happen? But he don't even know none of this happened.
Right.
He just know I'm caught that call coming, right?
Yeah.
He don't even know none of this happened. So he like, I'll be there in 20. That's all he said. I'll be there in 20. Just be ready. I'll be there in 20. He pulled up. I got in that car with a Walmart bag with 2 pair of boxers, bro. I got like 3 T-shirts and the shoes I got on my feet, and I had some stuff that I was trying to get off from my cousins and them. I went and dropped that off. Got in that car. I'm like, listen, yo, I'm taking this risk. I'm trusting you. Like, what y'all got? That night, I go from that 1 bedroom with like 7 of us in the projects. I go to Howard County, Turf Valley. This house so big, bro. I'm recording the crib when I get in there. It's like 2 in the morning. I'm recording the house. I'm like, yo, hold up, yo.
Feeling like Will and Fresh.
For sure.
For real, like,
and in my mind, I'm like, yo, they said we only went 30 minutes away. Like, y'all living like this out here? Next morning, I'm calling cousins and everything. I'm like, yo, it's enough space for everybody, bro. Like, everybody can get their own room, like, own couch, whatever. First time I ever been in a house where we had 2 living rooms, right? Wow. And I mean this in the most, because my family is the most humble people I ever met. So it ain't like they don't throw their money around. Like, they work hard for this, like, right. And it's so cool to see as them being a white family. And the one thing my mother always told me, like, we never put you in this position or try to help you get into a position to try to tell you how to be black in America. We can only use our white privilege to propel you forward. And I didn't get that for the longest time until stuff started happening. And I'm like, when I make a phone call, ain't no traction. When my mother make a phone call, we right back at it. So I'm like, okay, I see what you're saying. Like, you trying to put me in position while using your privilege that you had that the world had just given you naturally, right? So I ended up moving out with them, bro. And the next morning, my first night, I sat in the living room all night, didn't sleep, didn't do nothing. I just sat in one spot in the living room watching the whole house. I'm like, nah, I don't trust nothing about none of this. And it's crazy quiet. I don't hear no alarms. I don't hear no nothing. I'm like, nah, this is a setup.
Because you're not used to it.
Yeah,
it's like where you came from, you're like, hold on, wait, what's going on? This is not regular.
Yeah, like, what y'all doing? So next morning, my mom come out her room. She like, you been there all night? I'm like, the first year when it was so crazy, I could call my sister right now, bro. She hate this shit. For the first year, I didn't say a word in that house. I didn't talk. Everything was
wow.
For a year, bro. Even when we had dinner, like, it was mandatory. My mom, every Sunday, we sat down, had dinner, no phones at the table. We sit down and had a conversation. I just be at the table. Wouldn't even touch a plate, bro. I used to wait till everybody left, finished eating, and then I sneak back in the kitchen, crush my plate real quick. Whatever, go back right back to the couch, just sit there. Cause I ain't know what this was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I ain't know how long it was gonna last. I didn't want to get used to it. I didn't want to be like, yeah, and the next week I had to go, whatever. So
it's that survivor's though.
Yeah.
Like, you really dealing with all
I was
that
living the survivor's guilt. Yeah.
At the same time,
and I
like,
know
okay,
niggas.
am I worthy of this?
But then I'm still getting
that.
phone calls. Niggas down there like, yo, this just happened. And I'm like, I need to be down there. Like, I need to be. But then it's like, yo, right here, like, I'm not ducking none of that here. Like,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
It's peaceful over where you at.
I'm
you
chilling.
don't necessarily need
I'm
to go back to
vibing.
the
I
trauma.
don't need to go chase a headache.
I already went. I already knew what the trauma
Get what I'm
got me
saying?
through.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and
So
stuff like that. Got you.
She looking at me like this 2 days now. I've been sitting on this couch. She like, you didn't go to your room? Have you been in your room or whatever? I like, no, I don't have no room here. Like, I'm shaking my head, no. In my head, I'm like, I don't got no room in this house, bro. Like, she like, no, come here. She walked me upstairs, bro. She opened the door. Everything laid out. T-shirts, socks, snacks that this man seen me eating in his class. He got them by the 50 packs, 30 packs, like butter crunch cookies, hot Cheetos, everything. In my head, I turn around, I'm like, hey, somebody left their stuff in the room. She like, no, everything up there is yours. Whatever you can't fit, we'll take back. Whatever you don't want, just bring downstairs. We'll give it away, whatever.
Right.
So I go in the room. I shut the door. I just break out in tears. Like, just break out in tears. I'm like, yo, this is crazy. So then I start calling my people. I'm like, yo, I got T-shirts for niggas, bro. Woo, 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 woo. And it's not that we was like super broke or poor. If we always took care of each other. When one had to come up, everybody had to come up. Everybody had to eat off that. How can everybody eat? So we sitting there. I'm sitting in the room. Now she got me from the couch to the room, but I'm so mentally out of it because I know niggas struggling. I'm sleeping behind the bed, like on the side on the floor. That's what I was comfortable with. So in the morning when she come upstairs, knock on the door, when everybody come looking for me, they think I'm getting out the bed. I just ruffle the sheets a little bit, move it around. You know what I'm saying? They think I'm getting out the bed. Whole time I'm comfortably sleeping on the floor. Like, cause I'm like, I can't get used to this, bro.
Right,
So then I knew it was real. We started, she like, where you want to go to school at? They give me a list of 6 schools. My brother like, all right, I'll be there tomorrow. We're going to ride around, look at these schools, see what you like. They already knew that I was going to land at Wild Lake.
Right.
So they put Wild Lake on the joint. So we looking at all the schools. I'm like, nah, these ain't schools that I'm used to, bro. Like, because where I'm coming from at this point, school was daycare. You know what I'm saying? This is a place to stay warm, place to get a meal. Yeah. You see all your friends, see all the
we see in
honeys.
2025.
You know, this daycare, right? This real and now it's just bigger, right?
Right, yeah.
So he come, we ride around to these schools. We leave in Atherton. Atherton is about a 10-minute drive to Wild Lake. We get to Wild Lake. We at the light by the turn into Wild Lake. I see this kid, Willie on a bike. Like, he walking that joint, like one wheel, hand off. I look at my brother like, follow him. I need to ask him where he go to school at, because wherever he go to school at, it's more of him. And those are my type people. That's what we do for fun in town. Like, we ride bikes and dirt bikes and all that. So we follow the kid through the parking lot. He Willie in the parking lot. He at the corner. I roll the window down like, yo. He turn around like, yo, what y'all on? I'm like, yo, where you go to school at? He point at Wild Lake. I'm like, let me go look at that school. We bust a U-turn. This year, the summer school was at Wild Lake, and James Lamar was the principal. We get to the school. We walked around the school. My family got like a deep connection to the education system here in Howard County. So we walked around the school. I'm like, damn. First thing I thought, like, yo, if this building was in town, this would be 3 schools in Baltimore City. Like, this is one building that Wild Lake is running as a high school. This will be 3 schools in Baltimore City. You will have the elementary, middle, and the high all in this building. So I'm like, yo, this is us for us. They like, yeah, it's high school, 9th through 10th grade. 9th through 11th grade. That's what 12th grade. Wow, damn. I forgot how many years in high school. 9th through 12th grade. You go here, this school. Bro, I'm saying the vending machines. They got a patio outside to go eat on.
You like, wait, is this a school? Like, where am I at?
Going
this
on?
is like a college.
You trying to strip me off, right? Yeah. So I'm like, I want to go here. I just said, that's the first thing I said to them since I've been living. Like, I want to go to this school. Go home. I bullshit you not, bro. A week later, we had movers in the house packing everything up. My mother found a crib on that side. We went in that house. She tailored it just for me to get through that 4 years of high school. Got to Wild Lake, and we was running. That first year. It was horrible. I talked to nobody in the building. I left every day. Every day, 11:15, I walked out of Wild Lake doors. My mother was right there, cookies and cream, 8 count from Chick-fil-A. She like, turn around and try it again.
That's fine.
Every day, bro.
I think, so it's a lot that you unpack, bro, and I want to commend you for that, because it's like, okay, as you're maneuvering, right? We talk about surviving and living. I felt like you saw that within a glimpse, right? You got all these, the envelopes, the second chances, the opportunities and things like that, and then it's like, ooh, okay, all this happened, but now what's next?
What's
so like
next?
even with you being in that, like I said, you went from environment to atmosphere real quick, right?
Facts.
So it's like, dang, okay, I'm in this atmosphere now. how do I embrace that atmosphere? Because
Yeah.
you sitting there saying like, yo, I'm in the
Yeah.
room, but I'm sleeping on the floor. Bed there, I can easily go sleep in the bed, but it's like, it's this not real. It's like, yo, what am I going through? Like, what stimulation is that per se?
Yeah.
So then it's like, when did you look at it and like, all right, you know what? I embrace it. It is what it is.
It was that moment when my sister, bro, I love my sister to death, bro. And it was so crazy because when my teacher was my brother, Joshua Michael, who was the teacher who adopted me, when he first started working with our group, me and my sister, who was his blood sister, my sister Jenny, we did not get along. Like, I didn't ride in her car to games. I didn't do nothing. Like, we hated each other, bro. Like, she used to tell my brother, like, no, he cannot ride me. All the other kids, yeah, but him, no. We ended up getting real close, like hella close when I moved in. So me and her and she probably don't even know this, bro. We was having a conversation one night. Her room was in the basement. We had a lounge space down there. So I'm sitting on the couch one night. She like lying in her bed and we just talking. I'm on the couch. She lying in the bed. It's chopping. She like, I never felt like our family always help people, but it's like you're meaningful. Like, you got a purpose. Yours is purposeful. She's telling me this in so many words, like, I love you. Like, I don't want nothing to happen to you. This is my first real time genuinely feeling the word love. Like, and she started crying to me, talking like, we just in the basement talking. And she just like, I want you to be okay. Like, I used to just go down there and dump on her. Like, everything that I went, because when I first started talking, I was only talking to Jenny.
Got you.
Like, she was the only one that I would have a conversation
Safe
with.
space,
like,
for sure.
Nobody else. My mother would be like, it was points, bro, where like we'll all three be in the room. My mother asked me something, I just look at Jenny, and Jenny will lean over, I'll whisper, and then she'll tell my mother, like, no bullshit. Like, it was like that, bro. It was like for a long time. And we having that conversation. Then she got up out of the bed, she hugged me, bro. And then I was like, yo, I might be all right. I might be okay. Like, I might be okay to kick it here. I might be okay to let that like kid from West Baltimore born with those 2 strikes. He can be put to rest here. Like, let's take that chance. So I start diving in. Slowly start doing stuff. Like, I started sleeping in my room by myself upstairs. I just started like changing the room around and making my own.
Right.
I painted the whole room. Like, whatever I needed, they was making me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
for that space. So it was really those conversations. It was like that conversation with my sister Jenny, man. She turned that switch and was like, she made me feel like you can exist here, bro.
And that's good, because like I said, I think that's the people, like the people around that time is like, okay, bet. The people that already see that switch, that potential, those are the good people to sit there and keep around, because it's like, all right, bet. You see something in me that I probably ain't seen myself, but I thank you for it. Of course.
And I'm just thankful that I was ready to hear the message. You know what I'm saying? Like, because at that young age, bro, sometimes you don't even be, a lot of stuff, it's like on one end out the other. Like, you don't really be processing a lot of stuff at that age, because we wouldn't really know how to, or we weren't as kids for real. But I'm just glad that when the message was being sent or delivered to me, that I heard it and I understood it. So always thankful to her for that, for sure.
Yeah, so as you transition from that, man, you know, it's your senior year in high school, right? And like, you about to graduate, it's like, okay, bet.
I don't know what the hell I'm about to do,
like,
bro.
You're about to graduate, but you're going from this whole notion of all these envelopes that was given to you in your earlies. Now all of a sudden it's like, yo, I'm
that guy, bro.
I'm about to get this diploma now.
Yeah, but
so
peep
like,
game
whoa.
though. So peep game though, right? 9th grade, I had no friends in the building. Talked to nobody, knew nobody. Senior year, I was that guy, bro. Everybody knew me. I knew everybody. Like, and it was like, not no cocky. Like, it was just like, I love everybody here because I got to know y'all, right? So anybody who went to high school with me, they seen that transition. It was hella scary because I was a big fish in a little pond, and I didn't know that at that point. Because I'm like, I'm talking to the point where like, I had pull in school. Like, my friends used to trip because I would walk into school in the morning, hit the right, go back to the staff only hallway, get a donut, get some, like, I wasn't having regular, I was doing stuff like that, but I worked for that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I built programs in school, I built voice wellness circles, I did community building, I held parades, I did, I gave Wild Lake their punchline, their tagline now, Wild Lake where diversity excels, that came from our group, like, the student voices of color, the dances, bro, I did so much, like, when I got, they poked the bear and they let me free.
Got you.
Like, that was a great, like, good, they poked me so in all these places where, like, I didn't even know, and this is where this came from. Sitting in them classrooms, not feeling like I belong. Like, I got to keep going.
Right.
I used to write this on every piece of work, bro. You saw these 4 letters. And nobody never knew what it meant until my 10th grade year. Catherine Volpe, bro, it was our world history teacher. She was like, I used to think that I couldn't exist in Howard County so much so to the point where I would do my work, ball it up and throw it in the trash. Because I thought it was wrong. I thought everything that I was doing was wrong. I thought I wasn't smart enough to hang in Howard County. And then little do I know, we have parent-teacher conferences, bro. She has an envelope. Again, another one of these folders, bro. She opens this folder, all my crumbled up work that she was going to go collect after my class period. She was going to the trash can and grabbing my work. She was letting me throw it away. I'm thinking I'm getting zeros for it. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'll figure it out later. But she was collecting and grading. We get to parent-teacher conference. She opened that folder. It's about 14, 15 balled up papers that I did that I felt like wasn't good. She graded 90 out of 100, 95 out of 100, 100 out of 200 points. Like, I'm crushing this, but I'm thinking because of the language and the communication and how I'm seeing these kids work, I don't belong here. So I peek over at my God's sheet. I ain't got that ass. Let me throw that away. Like, that's how I was moving. So after that, when Ms. Volpe started like, nah, you can hang here. Like, you smart. Like, stop playing. Once that got woke up, I was on fire, bro.
Yeah, that's
I was on fire,
and that's
bro.
another person that sits there and puts the key in the ignition. Yeah. And be like, all right, I can go.
Yeah.
So, like, throughout that, and you're just, like, building these community projects, basically, you know, asserting yourself in the school, and, you know, now you belong, now you've arrived. You get to this point now, it's like, all right, bet, graduation day.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So as you go through it, like, how was that, like, for you? Cause
for me, bro, it wasn't real. Like, I didn't think I was really graduating. And it's so crazy because it was back at them tables with my sister having them conversations, but she was helping me with work, last minute work. She helped me type papers. She talking me through this. She helped me do this, helped me do that. But it's like, this where it all started at. Them late night conversations when I first got out here turned to them late night conversations to propel me to be able to get my high school diploma. I remember the week leading up to graduation, like, I ain't never experienced all of this pet rallies, like field days, like senior lunches, dinners, drive up, move, all this stuff that they was doing. I'm like, what? You get the what?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Let me get some of this, right? So I talked to my sister. I'm like, yo, you think I'm really gonna graduate high school, yo? Like, niggas like, I ain't gonna make it, bro. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and get ready for this GED course or whatever. My sister like, what you talking about? Like, she linked on. This is the first time I ever heard my sister. She get like, what you talking about? You
turn that savage up on
yeah,
you.
she like, you doing a bunch of you acting like you want somebody to feel bad for. Everybody feeling bad for you. We know what you capable of. Sit down, knock this out, and we gonna be done before you know it, and you gonna graduate in May. I'm like, man, whatever. Sit down. I sat down, knocked it out, and I graduated in May. Like, no ball. And then it was so the most surreal part for me was giving that graduation speech. It changed my life, bruh. Like, and I wasn't even gonna do it. My sister and my teacher, actually, Miss Laura Weiland, she passed away a few years ago. She was horrific case, like a domestic violence. But she was the one who told me, put that battery in my back. She was like, yo, you got a story. Like, they need to hear it. Like, we don't get Saquons every school year at Wild Lake. Like, because she got to know me that was my 11th grade world history teacher. And I was doing the same thing in her class, balling up work, not participating or whatever. She reached out to my moms, started going to book clubs with my moms or whatever, building that network next to the people that was close to me. Then she was like, I was at your mom's and we did book club or whatever. Or she'll be like telling me little stuff that's in my house. And I'm like, how you know that? Like, and then she like, no, doesn't this look familiar? And it's like in my kitchen and they doing book club or whatever. But Miss Wilden tell me like, yo, you got a story. I don't care what you write on that paper. This audition for graduation speech. I'm like, all right, whatever. Go home, talk to my sister. The whole time I'm talking to my sister, right? She typing. I'm thinking she working. She typing everything I'm saying. And she just like, how you get here? Like, how you feel about being here? Like, whatever. Before I know it, we 15 minutes into the conversation, my graduation speech written. She turning around. She's like, add what you want, take what you don't. But I think that's it. That's what they need to hear. So I'm like, whatever. It's in the Google Drive. I go to school the next day, print it. I give it to Ms. Wild and on some low key, like, like, I don't even make it a thing that I'm going to try to do this because I don't want to be embarrassed if y'all telling me no. Man, the next class period, I'm in anatomy. We literally dissecting a cat or something. I look over to the door, Miss Wallen at the door, red in her face, full of tears, crying. And she's asking my teacher to pull me out in the hallway. I'm like, man, what I do, bro? Forgetting I even gave her the speech.
Right.
She got the speech in her hand, bro, tears on the paper. She like, everyone needs to hear this. Like, you're a vessel, like you're a walking light. Like, I'm looking at her, I'm like, that's just my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. That day after school, it was 31 kids. It was 32 kids. I was the 32nd kid. It was 31 kids that went before me giving auditions. Like, for graduation, we in the room right here. They next door. You can kind of hear it, but not a lot. So everybody going and people just coming in and out. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing this. We get on like kid like 28 or something. My man Brian go in there. Yo went in there and recited Song Cry by Jay-Z. He did a play on that, whatever, right? I'm like, man, that's good. I ain't got that. Like, I just got a real story.
Right.
That's it. Miss Volpe come to the other side because she was on the graduation committee. Her and Miss Wallen was on the graduation committee. She comes to the other side, look in the room. She like, are you waiting for me or you auditioning? I cop out. No, I'm just waiting for y'all to finish. I wanted to meet with you or something. All right, cool. Then Miss Wallen come. She's like, no, you're not. She had this high-pitched voice like, you're going to get over here. You're going to read that paper that you gave me earlier, whatever. I go in the room, read the paper, bro. I'm probably like second paragraph in, a bunch of sniffling, tears rolling, like people getting up, stepping out the room. Like, these our principals. These our lead departments. Like, these are people who matter in the school. They bawling tears. A week later, my man called me. I'm going to lacrosse workouts. My man called me. He like, yo, you the key speaker at graduation, bro. I'm like, hell no, you playing, bro. Like, so I wave it off, hang up the phone. I'm like, yo wanna play. Yo just know I audition. So he trying to make it seem like I got it like that. So I brush it off. The next day I go upstairs, I see my name, like, graduation keynote speaker, Saquon Maxwell. I'm like, shit, all right, cool. That's when it set in, like,
it's
okay,
real.
I'm finna, this is my official sign off. Everybody, I did that. Yeah.
And like when you deliver it and you look back at it, man, I first of all, I commend you for it. Like I said, I feel like, just having a platform with just speaking, or the fact that everybody saw that in you. They saw the light. They wanted you to embrace it, like, yo, turn the switch on and just go ahead and do it. As you were delivering it, and then it's like, okay, now you delivered the speech, graduation, you got everything. Now I'm saying in that moment, like, how has things like escalated? Because now it's like, bet I done graduated high school. Now it's like adulthood.
Now what? Yeah.
Now what's next?
Hey, bro, I ain't lie to you. Not for a little minute. It felt like I was going backwards. Because that year after high school, so I had a partial ride, like a partial scholarship to go play lacrosse. 2 partial scholarships, but I was nice, bro. But I wasn't like those boys nice. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to look yourself in the mirror and be ready for that reality. Like, I started playing in the 6th or 7th grade. They were playing in 1st grade. You know what I'm saying? So all of this stuff is like, and I'm not saying, bro, you pick up a stick late, pick up a football late, that you can't do that. But, like, I wasn't 100% driven to do that enough to go to college for it, right? So when I got the offers, it was like, everybody was saying the same thing. Red shirt, sit a year, wait for this, wait for that. I'm in the front row of graduation. That was a kid at our school named Will Smith, bro. He graduated. He was going to the services. I leaned over to Will. I'm like, yo, what's your plan at the high school? This is literally like minutes before I walk up to get a speech. I'm like, what's your plan at the high school, bro? This man looked at me with a straight face like, I got $500,000 in scholarships for the armed services, bro. I'm going to go serve the country. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to some type of military or something. I'm like, nope, not for me. Look to my other side, look at my man. I'm like, yo, where you going for, what you doing at the school, bro, whatever. He like, I'm going to go hoop. I'm going to West Virginia. I'm going to do my thing. Like, I'm like, man, nah, not for me. Then I'm looking around. I'm like, damn, yo, I don't think I want to go to college, bro. Pull my phone out, text my moms. Yeah, I'm going to pass on them scholarships. I don't really got a plan yet, but let me figure this out. I'm going to pass. I'm going to get this graduation speech. Can we talk about this tomorrow? The 3 little dots pop up. My mother typing. My phone died. My phone died, bro. No lie. I get up, get a graduation speech, rocking everybody, and they crying like nothing that I ever thought would happen. Everybody crying. This is how I know that, like, whoever your higher power is, he hear you every time. They hear you every time. I get that speech, I had no plan what I was going to do after that, bro. I didn't. I was ready to go punch it 9 to 5, working at Dick's, bro, and just making it happen. We graduated at Meriwether Post Pavilion. That's a nice lengthy walk from the stage to the back where you leave out. So I'm walking through this crowd of people. People are putting money in my pockets. People sticking checks in my pockets. People grabbing me, wanting to take pictures. They giving me business cards. They like, yo, woo, woo, woo. I get to the top of the steps, bro. I probably had like $600 in cash, bro. Like just off people being moved by the joint. So I'm like, straight go to my mother like, okay, I just got all of this from walking up the, like, I don't know. So my mother like, you ain't going to school, you better hold it. You better keep as much of that as you can. Like, the next morning, still don't have a play, but I got to have this conversation with my moms. I go downstairs, I'm waiting for her to come in the kitchen, and, bro, my phone start going crazy, like, Facebook notifications, Instagram notifications, like, so much so I had to call Verizon and get my phone verified that, like, I wasn't, like, running a scam or nothing like that, because I was getting a lot of it, bro. I had to verify my Instagram, verify everything. But then when I finally got into everything, I'm looking at Facebook, just job opportunities galore, like real deal job opportunities. Like, I'm like, well, you can hire me fresh out of high school? Yeah, we can give you this or do that. And woo, woo, I'm calling. I'm like, oh, all right, we good. That's how I landed in Baltimore City. Somebody from Baltimore City watched. My brother was still teaching in Baltimore City at the time. He's a state board of education president now, which is crazy to see how both our stories. Yeah, but he called and was like, hey, one of my principals want to talk to you, want to catch up with you, just want you to come and speak to some of the kids. Like over the summer, we wanted a program, come with whole time I went doing it, just speaking of strength, it was my job interview. When I finished talking to the kids or whatever, he put me to the side. He was like, listen, I'm 19 at this point. He like, look, you're going to be the youngest on staff, the youngest I hired, but I figured out a way to get you paid, get you in here and be around these kids. You in or no? Exactly how he asked me. You in or no? I'm like, Simon, I start right now. I get to work with I'm right now. So I ended up youngest on staff, youngest paid. Like, I was in the mix fast, bro, like really fast. And then everything started going from there. But even with that hit a dark spot. Because it was like I became kind of bigger than what I was doing there, like in my mind. So I'm like, yo, I want to help kids more. Like, I don't want to just be in here doing this like that. And I actually ended up losing that job for helping the family. Like, I was buying groceries and stuff for a family, and then it was against some whatever that was
policy.
Like, I'm saying, whatever. You know how that go. Like, another barrier to stop us from helping each other, bro. But lost that, and then it got dark again. I was just out here floating, bro. But then we. You know what I'm saying? We always pivot. And we try to get again, man. So,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Just keeping these 4 letters I'm telling you, bro. It was nights where, like, I'm couch surfing, trying to figure out where I'm going to sleep at, where I'm going to get it in at. Like, because at this point, I'm kind of well disconnected from my biological family. Right. My mom's fell back out the wagon. She started going back outside, doing whatever, using whatever she was using. My sister was already, my older sister, who I looked at as my mother, like, she was already disconnected because she done already dealt with all the BS that the family had to offer. Right. So she was burnt out. Right. We barely was talking. And then my middle sister, we never really got along. So it was like, I'm just out here. I'm thriving and trying to figure it out. So after that stint in Baltimore City schools, I was just floating, trying to get it. And it was like a solid 24 months, 2 years, bro. I was broke, homeless, sad, crying, you couldn't get no lower than where I was at. You know what I'm saying? I was walking 2.5 hours of work every day, bro. Like, every day. But I knew it was like, I got to get it done. Yeah. I can't sit around and be like, how? And then people go and watch us and be like, boy, you just said you moved in with a family that lived in the $500. That's not my money. Right. You know what I'm saying? Those are not my resources. Gotcha. You know what I'm saying? Those are not my networks. Those are not my people. Like, it's only so much I can go and ask these people for. Gotcha. How much am I going to do for self to put me in those positions so they're comfortable enough with helping me with this stuff, right?
There you go.
Can't just give me. Right. So I had to figure that out, bro. So
yeah. So you start push. Yeah. Right. For the people that don't know, what does that stand for? That's one. And then two, like, how did that become a game changer for you? Because I feel like once you put a key in the ignition, it's like, bro, you gone. You
car
gone.
Ain't stopped yet,
you know what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? So
look,
like, how did that go?
So
man?
Push, because people always say I say it too fast, so I'm going to say it real slow. Persevere until success happens. whatever your success is, the definition of you being happy, that's what you pushing toward. That's what you striving for. If you striving to be, no downplay, but if you striving to be the supervisor at the gas station in your neighborhood or the manager, go for that. If that make you happy, go embrace that happiness, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna get a little teary-eyed with this, but because it's like this shit that I had to tell myself, bro. Like, this real, gang. This real. I just like, it's real, bro. Like, it's tatted, bro. Like, I'm not like, this ain't fake. This ain't no like, it ain't sound good on the grant, so we going, I live this, right? So my only idea with Push is like, that's why I was just telling you before we started with the shirts, like, I want people to see this and be like, it's good people in the area. Like, somebody will help me if I need it. The same thing with you. Like, when you drop a video on the grind, you like, I hope somebody who need this see this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, cause sometimes when I see you, I be like, woo, Jay, bro, I needed that. I was really gonna hurt something.
Yeah.
Like, and then I gotta connect it to the car Bluetooth and turn it all the way up. Like, I needed to hear that. Like,
right,
cause I'm finna go hurt something. Like, for real. But I want people to see, when they see Push, I want them to be like, all right, there's a chance that that person to do something good for me.
Facts.
If I needed it, that person could do something good for me. And then I'm very strategic with who has these first, who has these shirts, who has access to this stuff, right? So, because I know you walking around with that on, somebody like, yo, whoop, whoop, you're going to help them. Yeah. You're going to put them in position.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no second thought.
Sure. Yeah,
no second thought.
absolutely.
So it's like, oh, all right, so I'm starting to see everybody who wear these 4 letters, they got the same type energy.
Right.
And the only thing that I ask people to do is just pay it forward.
Right.
It don't cost you nothing to be kind.
Nope.
Like, your man was in here, like, off the strength, I'm like, yo, I need to get you a shirt, bro. Go to the white. Yeah. He go, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's
sure.
off the strength, you know what I'm saying?
And kindness is free.
It's free.
I mean, it is. It
that,
is.
Right there. It don't
I won't
cost,
try to plug it in like that, but I'm just saying, though.
I love it, my boy.
You feel
Hey,
me?
listen, look.
Kindness is
it
free
don't
because
cost you.
It doesn't cost nothing to do, bro.
To nothing.
Nothing.
It's the only thing in the world besides talking that people take advantage of and
I
don't
think,
use it.
And the other message as well. You know what I'm saying? Being a product.
Be a product of your environment, not your decisions.
Yeah.
That right there, that's big for me, bro. My 2 biggest quotes that I share with my son all the time, like, the only person better than you isn't better than you. That's the number 1. That's coming next. And be a product of your decision, not your environment. Yeah. Because we don't always get to decide where we be, and then our name going to be a lot of places that we'll never go, right?
Right.
So it's always like, when they do speak of your name, what would it be?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always like, it's never like he from Baltimore. He said every time he get the chance, it's like, nah, he was a good guy.
Yeah. And,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I think of Uno with your situation, right? You know what I'm saying? You dealt the hand, right? And it's like, all right, bet I got 7 cards in my hand. Was skipped, reversed,
Facts.
time and time again.
Facts.
Had
Facts.
to draw 2.
Watch everybody eat.
But guess what? I got this wild card.
And I'm going to kill him when I drop it.
I'm going to use this wild card and I'm going to change my situation because it's a game of emotions for real, which a lot of people don't understand. But still, all these cards I was dealt, I still found a way to be the one.
I ain't cry about it.
You know what I'm saying?
I had to. I ain't cry about it. Even when I started seeing people at the table call Uno. When I seen people at the table call Uno and I know they won and I know they got to where they wanted to go and I still had to work, I had to sit down. I stayed at that table, bro. That's a great analogy, bro.
Yeah, literally.
Bro, I stayed at that table, bro. Because you know how the Uno game go? When the first person win, typically the game over. You know what I'm saying? Then we start and go again.
Right.
I was watching people change. Them seats at that table was changing. I was stuck. And that shit started to bite every night. I'm like, why me, bro? Why me? Like, why am I going through this?
Right.
I'm literally dead broke. I got like $6 to my name. I spent the $6 on some homeless guy outside of 7-Eleven. Walked home. I decided to walk home after that. Nothing came from that. So I'm like, man, I've been giving so much. Like, how do I stay down? Like, how do I keep that persistence of like, I'm a vessel, but I gotta be present while being that vessel, right? People can't just see Push and be like, oh, yeah, he cool. They want to see Push and be like, oh, Saquon? He'll give you a hug, but he gonna tell you when you're wrong too. Right. So I always just kept it in the back of my mind, like. And then another thing, bro, and a lot of people might say it's corny, it's cheesy, whatever, but like, I got closer with God too, bro.
Amen.
Like, in ways that I didn't even know. Like,
amen.
My grandmother kept us in church or whatever, but like, I wasn't one of the ones going every Sunday. I wasn't going like, you know what I'm saying? Then when I started to learn like the true definition of come as you are, when I got it, like, ain't no proper way to pray. There's no proper way to show up and worship. There's no proper way to allow him to lead you through life. Like, there's no proper way. So that's one of the things that my grandma used to always tell us. we never pray looking for results, just guidance. We just need the guidance to go forward.
I needed that.
My grandmother tell us that, bro, all the time. That's something that I still take to this day. Like, even when I'm driving to a meeting or something, I'm like, yo, I just hope this go right. Like, I'm like, God, we don't never come to you asking for you to do it like this, to show me how to get through it. Whatever this result is, just walk me through this tunnel, like, because it's dark. It get dark. It get cold. It get weary. You start hearing, like, you know what I'm saying? This is all metaphorically, of course. Like, start hearing shit, and then you like, oh, it's a little bit of light down there. It's a guidance. You got to accept that, bro. So once those things, those pillars of my life, I just stacked them on top of each other. And now you getting pushed. You getting this. Like, I'm outside, bro. Like, I'm outside, bro.
And
like,
you excited
you know I'm outside, bro. Like, y'all gonna see this.
Yeah, he happy.
Y'all gonna see this.
And that's the thing, too. Like, once you, for me personally, it's like God qualifies the call.
Yeah.
So, like, when you look back at it, you be like, huh? Wait, what? All this other stuff is like, bro, so many situations you can disqualify yourself. Yeah. But God, like, no, I'm going to still qualify you. Like, I will put you amongst many. Yeah. Like, your voice, your story, whatever it is, I qualified you. I picked you. I could have sat there and took X, Y, Z. Yeah. But look, just how God used every person in the Bible, he can use you too. And that's what he did.
That's crazy. One of my little brothers, Daryl, who you interviewed the last time, my little brother said that we had an event on Saturday. He was like, I'm always grateful because it could have been anybody else. And when he said that, I'm like, yikes, bro. That's sharp because, like, it could have been anybody else. Yeah. It was 7 to 9 of us that was coming out here with my coach, with my brother, who's my brother now, with every weekend during the summer playing lacrosse. He could have took any other 8 of those boys. Any one of them been like, yo, I want to give you, but it was me.
Right.
Like, I got granted that opportunity. I got granted that blessing. That's why I always said, like, I can't be stingy with these blessings that was given to me. Like, they're not mine to keep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to give it to the world as much as I can until they get tired of it.
Right.
And they got a lot more to come.
Nah, for sure.
See me a
so,
lot.
like, with the youth and, like, I guess the call into it, because, like I said, all of the potential that the people had seen in you, it's a no-brainer why you do what you do now because of that, right? So, like,
I help people because I want to help, bro.
Right,
that's
for
all.
sure. So, like, the notion with the youth and what do you feel like the issues are and, like, how are you solving these solutions? Because, for one, from a brother to another brother, I commend you.
Yeah,
you know what
appreciate
I'm saying?
that, bro. Likewise.
To meet them where they are and to take them where they deserve.
That's number one.
I feel like that's fire, right?
Yeah.
And that's what's needed. So, like, how do you go about that, and why do you feel it's so necessary and needed, man?
2 things, bro. Everybody wants somebody to listen to them. No matter what it is that they got going on, everybody wants somebody to listen to them, bro. That's one. And, bro, I just believe in being myself with all of it. Just be as genuine as possible. And above all, and I need y'all to hear this, and I need to scratch this as much as I can, bro. Our babies don't need no more 5-minute people. By 5-minute people, I don't need you. Don't come around these babies saying, yo, you need to act like this, do like this, or move like this, and then they don't never see you again. Or you come around giving a bunch of empty hopes like, yo, let's do this, or I'm going to take you here and do that. They already heard that. I deal with the 1%. It's the 1%. These are the ones that y'all already written off. Like, they was born with 2 strikes. So when I'm having these conversations, I'm careful with my word. I'm careful with my language, like not overcommitting. And I'm telling them I'm pure. Yo, sometimes coach ain't gonna have it. Sometimes I don't want to talk to y'all, bro. It's real. Like, sometimes they gonna come in my room, my office, and they gonna have a conversation like, "Oh, you good today?" Like, I just believe in being there. Just be there. That's 95% of the just be there. Show up every day and watch how much these kids change. Just be present every day. Watch how much these babies start gravitating towards you. You don't even have to give anything. Just give your time and your presence and watch how much these kids start believing in who you are. Because I was telling y'all this before, like, I'm just getting to a point. I've been doing this work since I was 14. Like, I started volunteering at 14, coaching lacrosse, won like 6 or 7 middle school championships in Baltimore City with a scrap team. That's what they call. Like, we just put it together. Like, so I know why I'm doing it. I did it for forever for free, so I'm loving it. And I was just saying, I was telling y'all that I shared to my young boy, like, don't do nothing for the money. If you're going to do it, do something that you would do for free. Yeah. Because if you're not doing it because you love it, you're going to hate it, and you're going to make other people that really need to do that miss out on opportunity. That's how I approach all of this. Yeah. I'm going to show up every day, not because I'm getting paid. And no shot to our teachers, bro. I got a family full of educators. And this is the hot topic at the dinner table. I'm like, listen, Teachers, y'all are situational. Y'all are Band-Aid givers. I'm in the stitch business. I'm giving out stitches. When you get stitches, you got to come back, get them clean, get them checked. I might need to tweak something in there, whatever. When you give somebody a Band-Aid, you're going to put that Band-Aid on there now. You're going to give them another one for the road. Hey, if that starts to bleed out, rip it off, put this one over. You're on your own, though. Not in that business. Not in that business.
I like how you sat there and did that because, like I said, it's different.
It's different.
You know what I'm saying, like, when it comes to that Band-Aids and stitches, I like that because,
it's
like
different.
I said, I literally feel like when you're working with youth, it's a full-time job.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's not you just...
Bruh,
you know
I was running late today because
yeah.
two little guys asked for a ride randomly on two different sides of the county, but what they had going on felt important to them. So who am I to tell them that it wasn't important?
Facts.
Right? Who am I to tell them that I can't even at least try? And I told my one guy, like, yo, you're going to be a couple minutes late, but I'll get you there. I got something to do, but my guy understand when I get there, like, we good. Come on, let's go. Like, who am I to do that? You can't turn this on and off. You don't get to pick that,
yeah,
bro.
That's what I'm saying. Mentoring is a full-time job, and that's what I'm saying with the youth and what I see. Like, I always believe in, like I said, that's why I say, like, two quotes is, of course, grind hard, dream big. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream.
I love
but
it.
Empowering youth through positive words and
Yeah,
actions.
yeah.
It's what you tell them, but it's also what you show them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like,
Yeah.
you could talk all day,
Come
but
on.
if you ain't going to sit there and take
Come
me
on.
out,
Come
you know what
on.
I'm saying? Show me
Come
some
on.
things, or, like, yo, like, you wondering why they around the block all day and you thinking that they in the block.
Experience breeds opportunity, bro.
Know what I'm saying? For
So
sure.
I
Like,
get them boys to experience
if I'm
it.
on the block all day and that's all I know,
That's
of course I'm
all
going
I
to sit there and
know.
play the block. But if you don't sit there and take me out, and that's why I feel like, you know, I salute you and Stand Mentorship because, like I said, to take a group of boys, not only from, like, the state of Maryland, Columbia, Baltimore City, wherever they
Everywhere.
came from,
We rocking,
to Mexico.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's major. You're taking people from the city.
Hey, speak on
out
it, bro.
of that to,
Speak
like,
on it,
you're,
bro.
like, it's like, yo, I'm
Yeah.
taking youngins out the hood and
Come
putting them on the
on.
field trip.
Come
You feel what I'm
on.
saying? But taking them out and realizing, okay, look, you're not your environment. I'm about to create some atmosphere over here.
Speak on
and we're
it.
going to understand that. And
Yeah.
guess what? That's probably a game changer for y'all, too, because y'all probably like, bro, we ain't
grow.
even go either.
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? So now we
Come
can experience
on.
this together. So you
Bro,
embrace that. Know what I'm saying? So
listen, bro.
I salute everybody that made that happen, from every donor to every
Yeah.
person that was pushing that.
Hey, while we
to do
on that,
that's
too,
fire, bro.
big ups to Erica Shire Red and Columbia Community Care. Man, she holds so much of our weight on the back end. Like, Erica, I'm looking dead in the camera when I say this because I know she's going to see this clip. Like, Erica, I love you to death. Like, I can call her right now. I got 50 boys I need to eat. She's like, just tell me what y'all want. Where they at? You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just stuff like that. Or even, like, her backing us to, she introduced us to the trip that I did to Mexico.
That's fire.
She put us on. My guy Tyson Amir. Shout out to my guy Tyson, bro. Real big, descendants of the Black Panthers. His family was super tied in. Went out to Oakland. He showed me around everything. So what we took him to in Mexico, the trip you spoke of, is the Black Summer Institute, right? And when they go, we do everything that the Panthers did when they was running their community centers. Everything. The hands-on combat training, which is Krav Maga. One of the biggest defenses used Israeli police force, Pakistani police force, and it was what the Panthers started to implement in their neighborhoods when they were policing the police. When we get those infamous pictures of Huey with the bayonet, and those are these things, right? We do gun safety training. We do disarming. Coach Cannon is a magician with this, bro. Like and everything that we do at the Black Summer Institute is real life skill.
Right.
Everything farm to table. They going out there, they picking eggs that's ready to be picked, and that's for breakfast tomorrow. They going out there, they getting chicken from the slaughter down the street. They walking down getting chicken, bro. And we don't have cars there. We don't have nothing, so it was an adjustment for everybody.
Right.
You get a horse, that's your horse.
Right.
You get around on this horse, like that's how you move, right?
Right.
And then it's just so beautiful to see our boys embracing and adapting in these spaces while being challenged. Like, it was tough, bro, to see these guys in a whole different country. Some of these guys never even been to the airport.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, never been to the airport.
Right.
Some of these guys didn't even know that they needed a passport to go to Mexico.
Wow.
Some of these guys never been across the border. We stopped at the border and took a picture, bro, because they wanted to be like, yo, all this crazy stuff that Donald Trump doing, it's real. They only ever seen it on their phones.
Right, that's all they
so
seen
like
it on.
giving them this exposure, bro, waking up every morning, we doing yoga, we stretching, we going hiking, bro. We hiking for 6 or 7 hours throughout the day, bro. But it ain't like taxing and weary on your body. Like, you free.
Yeah.
We surfing. Like I said, the self-defense class, top tier. They learning how to shoot on range, everything, bro. Like we on, I think it's like 20, 30 acres of land, bro. Just living. And it's like, this what happened. And I told my guy this when he came and get a shirt. I'm like, bro, it's so scary to me that I'm holding my dreams in my hand, bro. Like I dreamt of days like this when I couldn't afford to buy shirts to sell to the mass to get to them. I'm holding my dreams in my hands, bro. Like, so when I'm seeing these kids get on these planes or whatever, and I'm handing out boarding passes, I'm handing out dreams, bro. They used to dream to get on planes, and I make sure everybody got a window seat so they can see. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, we pay that extra little couple dollars. We're going to fundraise a little bit more. We just got to put a little bit more work on the back end to get them a top-tier experience. You get what I'm saying? Like, sure, so it's always like that. So I think with that whole Mexico joint, we just had a meeting about it yesterday. Like, now more kids want to go. Now we trying to figure out, like, okay, how we make this work? How we get more mentors for these babies? We probably got like 34 kids that's trying to go to Mexico right now. And we can't take them all. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now we at that
the fact that you created the experience, and I love that. Like I said, like similar to, you know, my side, like, you know, shout out to Miss Kimberly Marshall. She's one of the, like, that's like a big sister to me. She embraced me in the community space because, like I said, all I was doing was podcasting at first. Mm-hmm. She sat there, she's like, nah, I see you doing events.
You outside.
Let's go ahead. Let's do this. I see this.
Yeah, we need
so
you
like
outside.
now I'm saying Dave and Buster's year 1, it was 10 kids.
Hey, yo, time out. We doing a bunch of over here with Push, and we got this going. Yeah, we good. We solid. All that's fun, Danny. Y'all can come find us at any time. But bro, you be working. You hear me? Like,
yeah, for sure.
And it's probably the same way you looking at us, like, yo, y'all working, bro. Like, yo, you be working, bro.
It, yeah.
Like, and it be so heartwarming because it be like, I saw that Dave and Buster's joint, and I'm like, yo, that's crazy. That's a great idea. Yeah. Then I'm like, oh, we gotta go now. Like, we gotta go. Like, Jay's got the creative juices going. Like, let's go.
Yeah, literally, man. And this was year 5. Like I said, so like year one we did 10 kids. All we did was get the game cards. Year 2, we did that. Then year 3, we was like, all right, bet. Now I'm saying we got more and more kids. Let's get a party room.
Yeah.
So now I'm saying we did that. Yeah. And then after that, like I said, dare to be different. No opportunities wasted. Now I'm saying different organizations started tapping in, and then after that, year 4, and then now year 5, bro.
Hey, you got me on wax saying this, right? So look, this is what we gonna do. We gonna run a Dave and Buster's play again, right? We'll Push, Stan, everybody from your side. We gonna get the biggest room that they got to offer. I'm telling you this, like, y'all mark my words on this. Y'all gonna listen. I feel it already. Like, this gonna be that, like, for bro. We're going to get the biggest room they got to offer. We're going to have a panel for our babies in that room, right? We're going to get all our stand-up men. Your guy who was just ahead needs to be up there.
For sure.
All of us, we got guys that we're going to pick through. We're going to put them up, and we're going to do the first hour there. We're going to have food, whatever. We're going to have a real live conversation with the babies. Like, whatever questions they got, whatever fears they facing, because you was already talking the men's health. This could be for our young boys. Yeah. Our young boys, like, we don't even got to put the ladies in the mix yet. We just got all our guys in there, get as many boys as we can, load that joint up, have that conversation, and let them run wild, bro.
For sure.
That's on us,
bro.
We doing it.
Yeah,
that's on us, bro.
Yeah, for
I got
sure.
you. Yeah. You know how we get down.
Yeah,
you know how we come on, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
We not, come on.
Yeah, I already know.
You know how we
that's
get
down.
That's what I'm
saying. I already know, man.
This is going to be good,
It's going to be
bro.
fire.
This going to be
That's
good,
what I'm saying,
bro.
and that's what we need, and that's what I'm saying, like, from one brother to another, it's like, I'm glad because sometimes you be like, dang, bro, am I only the person that's doing it? But then it's like, nah, bro, I got other brothers.
There's guys out here. Yeah, we working, bro.
And you guys are working.
And that's one thing that we always, like, we talk about you so much, bro. No, not to be on no weird shit, bro. It's just like, you put us in a space where it's like, damn, bro, we met you a year ago, bro, but it feel like we know you our whole life.
But yeah,
we need to call Jay, and then we be telling ourselves like, yo, we need to get out there to an event, yo, and then it's like, we working too hard, like we gotta get to him. So it's like we even talking like, yo, we need to meet in the middle, bro. Everybody need to be working at the same time. Like our babies need that, bro.
Yeah,
like,
for sure. And like I said, when I saw y'all, like I said, like, cause I was like, dang, bro, like y'all, and salute to y'all once again, bro. Like I saw them just, I was like, bro, the dudes came through flying them suits. Y'all really like crushed it. I was like, dang, bro. I was like, yo, if I had an event that day. But that's the thing, though.
But look, just like you said, you were to play with the Dave and Buster's joint. Yeah, 1, and it's just we just gonna get better, bro.
Facts.
We just gonna progress.
Yeah, now I'm saying, I'm like, yo, because I'm about to say, if I was free, I would have definitely pulled up.
Listen, our boys,
and it looked nice too.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
Sure.
We was like. That was one of them things that Coach Duncan, the executive director of Stan,
Shout out to
he
him,
called
man.
and was like, bro, I want to do 100 men, 100 boys in suits. Let's see how many we can get to just put on suits. So I'm like, all right, cool. And this is who I'm running the summer program with as well, the summer apprenticeship. We'd love for you to come through and holler at them
For
too,
sure.
bro. I'm like, all right, cool. So what about all the boys in programming? He like, oh, that's a no-brainer. Make a couple phone calls. Oh, pull them, bring them up here for suits, bro. We'll get them all at least. Everybody get suits. All right, cool. I ain't gonna drop my plug.
No, you good.
Everybody gonna be trying to take their football team, and I'm like, damn. All right,
Yeah.
right. So they like, yo, pull up. We gonna make it happen, bruh. We had that event Saturday, Friday. The store closed at 7. We in the store at 6:15. 14 boys suited and booted. Everybody black. Tim, like, if you paid attention to the details.
Oh yeah, I seen it.
our
Everybody they came through, bro.
Chris, bro.
They came through.
Everything fit. Everything
I was like, hold up, it's another prom.
Yeah.
Slim, that was
yeah.
that.
Oh.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
You fishing too, Jay, because we got that prom. We got that.
No, I'm saying like a school
I
joint.
know,
You
I
know what I'm
know,
saying?
I
That's what
know.
it felt like.
But look, though, that's fire, right? But it's funny you say that because it's a little insider to Stand and Push for the next couple months. We about to run this Matt Gala for adults, bro. Fundraiser, pay what you can ticket. You buy a ticket, you get a backpack full of school supplies. We about to run a serious play, bro. Like that I think gonna be, you know what I'm saying, bigger than, bro. Every time we do something, the three of us get together, and it's like we can kind of sit in a room now at this point and not even talk to each other. Like if you gave us all three a piece of paper, like yeah.
You got ideas
When you
on top
turned
of
it
ideas,
around,
yeah,
bro, they
for sure.
like, wait, y'all already talking for y'all? Nah, we just know what these
Yeah,
babies
exactly,
need.
and that's what I'm saying. And then it's like providing a solution, bro.
That's it, bro.
So like, yeah, bro.
That's it.
man.
That's it.
All this work though, like, what does self-care look like though? Because we need that. You feel what I'm saying? We need that.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I ain't even gonna sit here and be like, yo, I be locked in, take care of it. I just recently started. I'm heavy into deep meditation yoga right now.
Okay.
I'm trying that. That's getting me to a very sound and settled space. I've been biking a lot, bro. You know what I mean? And then I'm going to do my first poetry spoken word next week. I'm just going to pop up, do a little, like, because that's always been something in the back of my mind, bro. I love battle rap. So
oh yeah, me too.
bro,
I love that. I love it.
Yo, time out. You see your young boy Eunice from PG?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Eunice and Chess was
Hey,
crazy.
bro, that was crazy. Hey, we talk about that all camera,
yeah,
bro.
facts,
'Cause
facts,
that's tough.
facts,
That's
facts,
tough.
facts, facts.
Hey, and shout out to OKC.
Yes.
Shout out to OKC.
Yes,
y'all deserve that.
yeah,
shout out to
yeah.
OKC. Okay.
SGA, no, I'm saying, definitely have to do that.
Y'all earned that. Y'all earned that.
nah, for sure.
But no, bro, I just, like, now, especially with my son right now, bro, spending time with him. Like,
Fire.
that's, like, that may sound a little cheesy or whatever, but, like, that's really when my self-care come in, because I get to look at him as a blank canvas, like, okay, you forcing me to work on myself, because you can't see daddy all stressed out and tired all the time. Like, your father got other parts of his life that he tend to, right? So
Facts.
the yoga, the bike riding, spending time with Tamir, and gun range, bro. I go to the gun range a lot.
That's
just a thrill
Yeah,
of
but
mine.
it's a good blend that you
Yeah.
have, man. I like that.
Yeah.
I know for myself, like, you know, health is wealth, so I'm always getting my steps in. So the running, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And like I said, working out, journaling. Like I said, man, I'm watching battle rap.
Yeah.
I'm watching positive content,
That's a
how I
big
can
one,
build
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So for sure, bro.
Yeah.
It's
Yo,
definitely
it's crazy because the battle rap scene is like, it's in a weird spot right now.
Yeah.
But I be putting my boys on. So they be watching a bunch of Sue Surf.
Oh, yeah,
I'm putting them on to a lot of the wave, a lot of
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And these guys, like, we about to have a cypher, bro, at the center. My guy about to come through. He gonna set up the whole joint.
Oh,
We
yeah,
gonna
that's
do a
fire.
cypher. We doing all compliments and positive vibe
Oh, yeah, that's
verses.
fire. That's
Everybody
fire.
gonna rap reverse about
That's
how they
fire.
change. Listen,
That's
bro.
fire.
Listen, bro. This is so fun, bro. And we need you to pull up.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
for sure.
We running for 8 weeks every Monday through Saturday. Fridays and Saturdays we in there the latest. Fridays we get in there 12 to 9.
Okay.
And then Saturdays we in there 12 to 9. But
Okay.
Monday through Thursday we in there 9 to 4.
Okay.
In the church, chilling, bro.
Bet.
Chilling. Big home cooked breakfasts, bro.
Bet.
We got lunches,
Man,
bro.
hey, listen, he's just saying, look, positive vibes,
That's
man.
it.
Pull up on these guys,
Come
man.
on, come
Talk to
see
them.
us.
Know what I'm saying?
Come
And
see
just
us.
vibe out, man.
And one thing I do want people to understand, I say I got the 1% of kids, those kids that's been arrested, those kids, and this is real life. these kids that's going to jail, going to court and standing in front of these judges who's going to be able to decide their fate and where they go. Like, come talk to these kids, man. They not who you think they is. Come talk to these kids, man. I be having people like, ooh, you got him? Make sure your car locked up. Make sure you don't. I let him crash on my couch, bro. Like, come talk to these kids. And come hang out, bro.
And I'm going to say this, too, like, majority of the youngins, they not bad. They just misunderstood.
Very misunderstood.
Like, they misunderstood. And my whole notion is, like, they feel like they got ops everywhere.
Yeah.
But give them opportunities.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that story, that chapter ain't going to be as ugly as you think when you do that.
In the center, one of our joints in the center that they came up with is respect, right? It's like their thing. A lot of people hear it and you just hear respect 3 different times, but it's like respect, respects, respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I respect that. And then above that, I tell them since we going into our 3rd week, we always tell them, you can have 1,000 reasons to dislike each other. Y'all just need one to get rich.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's a fact.
That's all.
I tell the youngins all the time, y'all sit there and tell me y'all got ops, but nah, bro, the only ops y'all got is opportunities. You feel what I'm saying?
You cold. You know what I'm
saying? That's the thing I'm sitting there saying.
And I see you throw it in there.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I tell the youngins all the time, like, yo, stay the course, don't crash out.
Don't crash out.
Yeah, stay the course, don't crash out.
Ain't no fun when you crash, bro. Ain't no fun when you crash.
Yeah,
this good, bro.
Yeah, for real. And like I said, and you in school, man, no cap, no gown. Make sure you do what you gotta do to get it. You feel what I'm saying?
Hey, yo,
make sure you do what you gotta do, what you gotta do to get it.
Stop.
For real though, I'm serious though, man. No cap, no cap. Make sure you do what you gotta do to get it.
You better open your ears and your heart, bro. You got to.
For sure.
When you out here moving like this, yo. And one thing before we wrap this up, bro. One thing, I need this to make the final cut, bro. Like, this could be the only thing y'all put in there, bro. Y'all go be kind to each other.
Yes.
Take care of people. Check on your people. Make sure that one friend that always call you and like, you good? I'll help you with this. I'll help you. Call them. Talk to them. Be open and challenge yourself. Challenge yourself to do something for somebody once a week, yo.
Yes.
It don't cost nothing. And watch how much of, and I want people to remember this too. When you give out bad energy, you always get it back very fast. Be patient with the good energy you give out. It's going to take you a while to start seeing the fruits of that labor. Be patient with being kind. It's going to take you a while to start feeling good about it. If it's not who you is purely, don't go change your whole makeup. But if you feel like, don't second guess yourself about being kind. If you ride down the street and you see a homeless guy on the street and you like, I kind of want to give him water, but don't even give him the water.
Yeah.
Give it up. You know what I'm saying? Be grateful. And don't anybody else could be in your position. And you could be in anybody else's position. So understand that every time you wake up, God gave you that mustard seed and all you did was water it. Water someone else's mustard seed, bro.
Facts, man. In order to receive a blessing, be a blessing, man.
Be a
That's
blessing.
What I gotta say,
You
man.
know?
Yeah, for sure,
This was
man.
good, bro.
Yeah, this was therapeutic,
This
bro.
was very
hey, listen,
good,
man,
bro.
this was really, really good.
And you know
man.
they're going to want this again, right?
Oh, yeah,
you
nah,
know,
for sure.
You know it, bro.
Yeah, that's a fact.
What's going to happen is they're going to be like, bro, y'all energies, bro. Like, I can feel it. I'm telling you. Hey, and I ain't going to. I'm a power of the tongue, and I'm gonna speak this into existence. This gonna be your highest view, bro. I want it to be, bro.
Facts.
This gonna be your highest view, bro. And the consistency that you putting, bro.
I appreciate it. It's received. It's received, man.
You got us. Whatever you need us for, give us a call.
Facts.
Oh, and we just got. We got the big bertha, bro.
Oh,
we
yeah,
got,
yeah.
I know you seen it.
Congrats.
You know you say, hey, y'all need us, call us. We pulling up. You need the keys? Jay, you got it. You need to take the boy somewhere? You got it, bro.
Facts, man. Hey, listen. Man, and listen, that's love from another brother. Like, what I'm saying is, man, like, unity in the community, it starts with you and me.
Facts.
And I'd rather give you your flowers right now than wait till your eulogy.
Come on, bro.
I ain't trying to drop all the bars.
Come on, bro.
You see what I'm
saying?
saying?
Come on, I got the cameras off. You giving away too much songs. You giving up the game, bro. But seriously, bro.
But nah,
any resources, any event, bro, call us, bro.
For sure,
you got us, bro.
Vice versa. And like I said, man, we just going to keep elevating. We're going to keep growing. And you already know, y'all, the harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. The harder you grind, the bigger you dream. I said the harder you grind, the bigger you dream, man. And we out.
Cold.
Yes.
This was great, bro.
Yes.
This was great, bro. This was great, bro.
Fire.
I think this going to be...
Soundstripe.